Let's take a quick look at your WarriorWeb account and how to access it. First, open up a browser and then visit warriorweb.lcsc.edu. Alternatively, we can navigate to WarriorWeb by visiting the LCSC main page at www.lcsc.edu, clicking the For You button, and making sure we're on Current Students and selecting WarriorWeb. Once we're on the WarriorWeb page, we're going to click Login in the top right. And here we can enter our user ID and password. If you have forgotten either your user ID or your password, you can use the links in the bottom right to get assistance. When we're entering our user ID, we want to be very careful that all of the characters remain lowercase. If we're using a mobile device or a tablet, the username can be automatically capitalized, so we want to make sure that does not happen. If you haven't logged into your WarriorWeb before, your default password will be your 8-digit date of birth. If this is the first time you're logging in, you'll be asked to pick a new password. Let's also quickly go over what's required to retrieve your user ID or to reset your password. If we click on What's My User ID, you can see that we need to supply our last name and either our social security number or our LCSC student ID number. After hitting submit, you'll be presented with a page that shows your user ID. Next, let's take a look at resetting your password. When we click the What's My Password link, we'll be presented with two options. I might remember, show me my password hint, and I don't remember, reset my password. If you created a password hint and you think that you might be able to remember it, that's a fine option. Otherwise, we're going to click Reset My Password. We're going to supply that same information, last name and student ID number. Once we hit submit, a temporary password will be emailed to our LC Mail account. To retrieve it, log over to your LC Mail and open the email from the help desk. Once you've opened the email, find your temporary password and either write it down or copy it. Once again, we're going to enter our user ID, making sure that there are no capital letters. And then we're going to enter the new temporary password that was sent to us. You can either enter it manually if you wrote it down, or we can right-click and paste. Once you've entered the temporary password and clicked Login, you'll need to set a new password. So you'll have to enter your user ID, your current password, which is that same temporary password we're going to paste again, and then we're going to pick a new password. If you would like to set a password hint, you can do that here. As always, if you'd like assistance with anything we went over in this video, you can stop by the IT Help Desk in Sam Glenn, room 112, or by reaching out to us through the contact information in the description below.